Hello, beautiful souls. I was sitting here working away and thought, you know what? I need to remove this. I need to just show the people the thought processes of my craziness. And so I had this harebrained idea. Let me start with this. Okay, so can you let me zoom it out a little bit. Okay, so you see that? That is a cardboard insert that I got the other day. I don't remember what it came in. You see there? It was a shipping piece of something that I ordered, and I don't even remember, but the minute I saw this piece, of course, you know what immediately came to mind for me was, oh, look at that. It would be perfect for a junk journal. Oh, I think the angels rejoiced. I think when I opened it and saw it, I actually heard that sound. I really do. I really do. So let me show you my madness. I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit. Sorry. Enjoy the ride. I do. Okay, and I just want to show you, I'm kind of putting together the signatures right now, and I've been working on signatures for a few days. Let me show you some that I have, but this was my initial brainstorm. It all started with this, and this came in a box from Lord knows where, someplace where I ordered something. And for the life of me, I cannot remember what it was that I ordered. The order went out the window. The contents of the packaging is what sold me. That's pretty sad. Okay, well, so let me move this aside now that you see what got me started. This little piece of cardboard is where it all started. So I'm going to set that aside and show you some of the signatures that I've already got going. So these are just some, and what I do, if I haven't bound them yet, I stick these little clamps on them. So these are not yet sewn. These I sewed, yes, these were sewed with the machine, sewn with my sewing machine. And apparently I used this Christmas paper and thought, oh, that would be good. This signature has been sitting around for a long time. Boy, I made those pages ages ago. But I just started thinking, I am going to make a chunky journal here, and I'm going to just work on it until I have a bunch of thickness. So see, that would be about that thick. And then I started building this last signature just now, and that's when I got the idea to turn the camera on. Oh! So there you go. So let me, I'll kind of flip through those here in a minute, but I want to go over with, I have no space. If you knew what I'm working in here, you would not want to talk to me. Okay, so what I did was I just grabbed a bunch of papers that I had laying around. Recently, I just did a bunch of, this is just food color dyed paper. I had an old bottle of dried up blue food coloring, and I thought, oh, I better put that to use. And so I just sort of got it wet and color dyed these blue pages. That one kind of turned out fun. I just went, plop, dropped some page on there. And then this is just some coffee dyed paper. So I was just putting my signature together, and I thought I better go over this with people. So what I did, I like to always have the outer piece be a little more, well, this is wrapping paper, so I can't say that it's more structured than anything else, but I do like to have one specific outer piece that is going to be just a little hardier. Let's say that. A little hardier in some way, shape, or form. I may end up doing something to that, to this, to make it just a little tougher. We'll see. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Well, sorry. I did sneeze into my elbow. Anyway, So this is just a 12 by 12 double-sided piece of scrapbook paper, and honestly, it's 12 by 12 and a half because this particular paper, for some reason, they thought it would be great to have this that I usually cut off because the decorated side portion is the 12 by 12. Does that make sense? But I didn't want to cut it off, so I just left it there and folded the whole thing over. So that is going to be the beginning outer portion of the signature. Now I have the hiccups. Great. Okay, well, we're just going to carry on. So what I did is I just sort of, when I build them, I kind of just lay it in my hand and I just sort of throw pages in, and I move them around a little bit to try to see where they're going to fit on the exterior piece. And you know what? As I build it, this may end up not being the outside piece, but I really kind of like it because it gives the idea of end paper, you know, because it's two-sided and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, let me just show you. I've got that. This is a placemat that I got at the thrift store. This is one of those blue papers. This is a calendar page, and I off-center folded it so it would be a little longer on one side and a little shorter on the other side. And I just love these little penguins jumping off. Aren't they cute? And I thought, oh, how much fun would it be just to fold it with the one penguin there and then the rest here. So anyway, that's how my brain works. So like I said, you got to hold it, and I'm going to actually hold it from that placemat because that placemat's a little bit bigger. And the idea is to just kind of stagger your pages and do different things with them. You want to be a little creative. And so like this one's going to be long. I folded it with the lines going this way. And so it's going to have a bigger side and a shorter side. So you want to keep that in mind when you're layering your signature pages in there. So what I did on this one is I put, see, longer, shorter, shorter, longer. And actually what I think I'll do is I will stick a blue piece underneath there. And you want to get it just however you want it. Now here's another placemat that I got at the thrift store. Well, that was quite the find. I was very thrilled with these placemats because I just can think of so many different uses for this. I could even use that as a stencil. Anyway, and I just folded that one in the middle. Another thrift store piece of paper that I found a whole bunch of these with different ribbons. Those are pre-glued on there. I didn't do that. Okay, so there we have that. And I like to use about 10 pages, 10 sheets, making 20 pages, 40 writing surfaces. So what that means is 10 sheets of paper, physical paper. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's perfect right there. That's 10. So what I mean is when you close it, that gives you 20. But then when you count writing surfaces, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all the way to the end, it's going to be 40. Okay? So that's my average. And I think probably all of these have that number. I just think it's a good signature width and not too bulky. Plus, when you build it up with your decorations on the pages, it gives you some leeway to bulk it up and add more stuff to it and get it a little more decorated without being too thick, too thin, the whole thing. And I like to do things like what I was thinking I might do. I have, these are in another video, these two little guys sitting in there, and I thought, boy, wouldn't that be fun to kind of tuck on the front cover of this, or I don't know. I haven't quite figured it all out yet, but we're going to just work on this and see what we can come up with. But anyway, so that's the basics of how I get started with building my signatures up. is I just take different sheets of paper, and I actually want to take another. I was thinking, oh, a book page would be fun. So I was looking through my book pages, and I've got, this is just a random book that I have, and these pages are like really thick. Let me show you. So they're actually 2 pages glued together. That's how the book came. So I thought, maybe Bluebell Bunny could be a page. And I really just I love bunnies, and I love Beatrix Potter and all of that. So I was thinking maybe we'll use one of these pages, and that's a really cute one right there. So but how could I use that? Anyway, so that's going to be something that I'm going to incorporate into here. Oh, we're seeing how to unglue it. I'm just kind of gently pulling on the glue to unbind it there. Part number 47, how to destroy a book without destroying the book. Well, you're going to destroy the book, but you're going to use the page. So I have another idea. Oh, it worked. Well, sort of worked. Let's see. This is another trick I like to do. The old chop it with the ruler trick. Ta-da! All done. See there? That worked. Hang back up on the thing. I'm trying to keep as much order as I can. My next idea was going to be to try to use my Pure Citrus Orange air freshener as a removal, because it will remove all of that gluage. But since we got it, we're good to go. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take our X-Acto knife, and do I want to use my ruler? Sometimes I use my ruler, sometimes I don't. It depends on the look of the page that I want. Let's see, I think I'm going to just cut it here. So I'm going to put it as close to that edge as I can without, where are you guys? Can you see me okay? No, of course not. I wish you guys would shout a little bit louder when everything is not visible on camera, because I'm operating on a low budget here and don't have a monitor where I can see what's on the camera at the same time. I know. But these are the things we have to do. I refuse to jeopardize more of my workspace with a laptop sitting in front of me so I can see. Oh, wait. Where am I cutting? Nothing. Okay, good. Maybe it'd be better to do it from this side. I don't know. For some reason, my gut is telling me to cut it from the other side. Why? I don't know. Because I can't see the seam? Okay, we're gonna just do it this way, people. I know. Could be treacherous, could be dangerous. I'm trying to get it as straight as I can. Okay, now we're gonna just very gently, I'm pushing the knife up against the ruler edge. I'm very gently pressing down on the paper. If I go through more than one sheet, who cares, right? It's all good. We're just gonna go through, I think we'll try 3 cuts and see if that worked. Yes! Oops, oh well. Oh, that's kind of nice. It's embossed on the other side. Can you see that embossing? That's kind of fun, huh? Okay, so now I have another page, and I may actually end up using that as the outside. That'd be kind of fun, huh? But see, then we have to fold Bunny in half. So maybe Bunny is going to be tucked inside as something else. I really love Bunny. And we might just fold Bunny over. Because the thing is, keep in mind, we're using this as our guide. This is going to be the journal. We're going to cover this somehow. Haven't decided yet. May use fabric. Since it is cardboard, it's a little bit weaker. And so we have to consider that when we're actually building this journal up. But here's an idea. So I don't know yet how much of this I'm actually going to keep, but this is something to keep in mind. You know, if I want to end up tucking, well, here, let's do this. Okay, let me pull this back here. Tucking this signature in like that. Can you please stay open, please? Okay, thank you. Things are not working here. Okay, what do I have going on over here that, all right, that's good enough. But anyway, so what my point being is, okay, so here's the spine. So we know that it's gonna lay, oh, you know, like that, okay? And if I wanted to, I could take it and extend a page. So let's find a shorty page here, and we could even glue it to that, or glue it to the back of that, like all the way in like that. That's probably what I'll do, actually. So that'd be really cute, just like that. How cute is that? I think it's cute. And that kind of gives you a pop on the middle of the signature. So I'm gonna just leave it just like that for now. Obviously, this is not how my signature is gonna end up, but I'm just building it at this point. And this is what you wanna do. You just wanna play with the paper until you get it the way that you want it. And here's the next phase. Okay, so this is too tall, but you know, this is glittery and I can't reach. I gotta scooch up, sorry. So what to do about this? Now I could do several things, obviously. You can do all kinds of things. But what I think I wanna do is fold this up to make it, I really wanna keep the height of this cardboard for the height of the journal, but like I said, I think we're going to go, I think this is going to be my guide for the width. And your pages don't all have to be the same. You know, they don't all have to flushly line up here. I mean, if you're like, sometimes I am very ridiculously OCD and they have to be that way. Today, I'm feeling not so crazy like that. So I'm going to use that as my guide, and I more than likely, yeah, see, I will cut off that much of the cardboard and have, it's going to be a wonky size, I know, but I really love this bunny. The bunny is the driving factor to this whole thing. And you know what? He may actually turn out to be a theme for the rest of the journal. Maybe I will start using carrots and bunny stickers and who knows, but that's just the process that I go through for when I'm creating a journal and just starting it off. And I thought, okay, so what are we gonna do here? I wanted you guys to see this, how my crazy brain works. And you know, we're not sure how it's all gonna end up. But let's see. Okay, so if we add signatures, oh, these guys aren't, they're not, oh, let's flip through one of these undone ones. Okay, Mr. Cardboard, you're annoying me. You must go. You must go to the wayside for now. But see, this is just another one. This is boring at this point. Some of you may say boring. I see potential. I'm going to decorate some of these pages. And I'm going to leave writing space. And, oh, that one doesn't have that many. Is there 10 pages in there? 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is an every other one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, I remember this day. This was a while ago that I did these. But I thought, okay, I'm going to leave those for now. And we'll just play with them later. But I got it stuck together. So these brown, again, this is paper that came from a shipment in Amazon. And I just carefully tore it apart. And they, you know, Amazon loves me. They send me free crafting stuff all the time. This is another one. So this one's probably the same, but let's flip through this one. Okay, you three can move because we know how you are at this point. This one, oh, this one's a little bit, you know, has a calendar page. Oh, let me show you what this is. This is a Dollar Tree thing. Love me some Dollar Tree. And it's this manuscript tablet. Cost $1. It's Dollar Tree. And I just love this paper. I don't know why. Maybe it reminds me of my childhood. Oh, look at that. I use that in there too. And a little notebook paper. And see, I just went down it with the sewing machine. I can't go very straight either. One idea that I saw once was to take this stuff and highlight it before you sew it. You know, that didn't occur to me at the time, so whatever, didn't happen. I sew crooked, or I probably sewed this one. This is kind of fun. I used just paint, acrylic paint. Where is it? It's right here. It's been sitting here all that time. That's pretty sad because I made this, gosh, a couple months ago. And there's a stencil of this, and then there's also another stencil I did with just who knows what on the back, yellow something. Oh, I think I used the stamp pad. That's what I did, is I took a stencil. Where is it? Hello? And, oh, for the love of everything, I think it's this one, rat here. Oops, I got more than one. Oh, I'm gonna ink myself up like that's ever happened before. Anyway, okay, so see this? And I just used it and went over the stencil like that because it's raised. I love these that are raised. You can use them for all sorts of stuff. Okay, so that's that page. This is a napkin that I glued on there with, what did I use? Matte medium. Where are you? Right here. This. So, golden matte medium. That's one of my favorite. I don't know what it is. There's something so satisfying about watching as you smooth the napkin down and seeing the translucence come through. This is just obviously a page from Country Living. Good vibes only. This is another napkin that I glued onto there with matte medium. This is just regular old college ruled paper. Oh, another book from a page. Page from a book, whatever. Cute little mousy book. I love children's books. They offer such nice pictures. Another napkin page. Oh, and this one was kind of fun. When you peel apart your napkins, sometimes there's 2 or 3 layers of ply, I guess it's called. Ply from the napkin. Here's a napkin that I have, and I've already peeled it apart, but when you peel it apart, sometimes the second layer or the third layer, depending, might have a little bit of the imprint of you know, this. So see, this is really dark. The pigments in this napkin were pretty strong. And so this, well, that's not the same one, but it bled through. So what I did then is I just went over it with gesso. And then I went over that after the gesso dried. I went over that with some little Distress Oxide ink. Just kind of giving the paper more workability, more texture. Texture and workability is fun. This is just another page from another magazine. I have so many magazines. Hey, look at that. Check that out. This is really cool. Because the napkin is white. Look at that. That's that same napkin and how it turned out once I glued it on to the paper. All you see is the dots. How cool, huh? I think it's cool. All right. And I just folded it over. I do that a lot too. When I have excess, I think, I'll just fold that over. So that's what I did. This one I just stained. Well, this is just a photocopy of a book page that I have, Tabitha Twitchett. And yeah, there's the other half of that page. See? The napkin just folded over and one side stripes and one side dots. And there we go. So now you can just kind of see, what is this? Hideaway House. That's another child's book. Monty Mouse finds a ghost. Just the other halves of the pages. So anyway, just some ideas for you on building signatures and where my thought process starts and where it can lead to, and we'll have follow-ups on this, I'm sure, as I keep going. But anyway, if you enjoyed this and got some ideas, I hope you did. You just use whatever you have. Don't feel like you have to go out and get new stuff. Obviously, this was used by a girlfriend of mine in her gift, and she had it wadded up, and it was like packaging for her to ship it to me. And I thought, well, I'm going to use that. You know, I don't care. So see, you got to be thinking all the time. And now every time you see paper, think to yourself, how can I use that? And you're going to come up with some really cool stuff. So if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell if you want to get notifications whenever I post a new video. And look down below. I have links to my Etsy store and various and sundry other things there. And hope you're having a great day, staying safe and healthy.